Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week I'm going to start with some questions that you guys have sent in to me. I had said on a couple different videos recently, please send your questions because I'd like to see what I can answer. And this could be really any questions related to Barbie collecting that I could possibly answer. I'm certainly not someone who knows everything, and I learn from you guys, but also questions about my personal collecting. So I have a few. Let me go ahead and answer these. So first of all, in one of my recent videos, I had talked about a crystal Barbie who had a broken leg. I don't even know how it happened. It just, one day I picked her up and her leg was broken. Now obviously it's happened somehow, but I don't know how. So I had another doll that had a broken neck. So I decided to use a leg from that doll. And it just kind of, the question is there a trick to pulling off a doll's leg? Well, I guess I don't know for sure if there's a trick. I just know in that case, I didn't have to pull off the Crystal Barbie's leg because it was already off, but I did have to pull off the leg on the other doll, and it just kind of came off. So I don't know if there's a trick, but in that case it worked. So I don't know if it will in all cases. Now another question is, what if I could bring one doll back from the 80s? What would it be? And I'm not sure I completely understand the question when the person says bring back from. But what I would say is, first of all, Magic Curl Barbie, because I just really love that doll. And it's one of my three favorite 80s dolls. And so that would be the first one I would say is Magic Curl Barbie, and both versions, Caucasian and African American. Also, another question is there a particular doll or dolls on my wish list? And I've been thinking about that one, and right now, I honestly can't think of any that are on my wish list that are out. In other words, I have everything that I know of, and as I look around, some people might think, what more could you possibly want? But, it really depends on what comes out and, what what's out there. And I'm not sure if the question was more about new dolls or old dolls or any dolls. So I'd have to think about that one, but I can't give a definite answer right this minute. So I'll keep thinking about that one. Another question was, what Barbie doll would I like Mattel to create? Now, there was also a word in here that may have been a typo or something where it said, what gimmick, Gymic, Barbie doll would I like Mattel to create? And Marie sent this question in. Marie, if you'd like to clarify that word, I'd be glad to address it again. But as far as I do have an answer for this, dolls that I would like Mattel to create, kind of along the lines of what they did with the Dynasty dolls for Alexis and Crystal on those two dolls. I would really love them to do Charlie's Angels dolls. Now, they have done a Farrah Fawcett doll in recent years, and that was nice, although I didn't like that she could only be in one pose, so we had to switch her to a different body. And years ago, of course, there was a doll for Cheryl Ladd, and I'm looking over at the trying to remember them all, and also Kate Jackson. But those were the people, not the characters. So I would like them to do a set, not in the same box, but 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of the Angels dolls in similar clothes to what they wore for that show. As a big Charlie's Angels fan, and I would love to have those dolls. So that would be the dolls I would like Mattel to create. Um, and they've done a lot of Hollywood dolls, and enough with the Wizard of Oz dolls. I mean, I am a huge Wizard of Oz fan, and I have a Wizard of Oz collection downstairs. So it's not that I don't like Wizard of Oz, but they've done that to death. So now, another question that Marie sent in was, do I always buy the whole set when there's a set of dolls, or just a couple of dolls? I don't always buy the whole set because sometimes I just don't like some of the dolls, and so no, I don't. I buy what I like, and it just depends. And sometimes that is a whole set over time, usually, if I do that, not at once. One thing I've been getting into lately is going back and buying some of the beach lines or tropical kind of lines from the past that I didn't have before. Or maybe I had part of it, but not the whole thing. So, for instance, the Island Fun line, I have the whole set because I believe I bought them as a set. But most times I don't do that. Um, so, it just depends on the set. So, good question, but that's my answer. Let me see if I got them all. Let's see here. Oh, here's another one that I didn't answer yet. Did I have dolls as a child, under, let's say, 12? When I think of child, I would say 12 and under. No, I did not. I was not allowed to have dolls. I'm not even sure exactly what age I wanted dolls. I do remember as a little boy when my sister had dolls who was older than me. I certainly liked them, Barbie dolls, and I played with them at times. And I would have loved to have them, but no, I was not allowed to have dolls. Instead, I had Fisher Price Little People, and I loved playing stories with those. And I had several sets, the house and the school and the gas station and the farm. So I love those, and I took them outside and played with them, and they really were enough for me at that time. But yeah, what it was as soon as I got a job at age 16, working at Steak and Shake. For those of you who are familiar with Steak and Shake, I started getting my first paycheck, and I started buying dolls right away. And that's when I got things like Magic Curl Barbie and Day to Night and so forth. It was right about the same time. So, anyway, those are the questions for today. Thank you so much for those of you who sent them in. I really appreciate that. I just think it's interesting to have that two-way communication with people watching my videos. Now, on to the featured dolls for today. I want to talk about, I realize I have not talked about Supersize Barbie, which kind of reminds me of supersizing fries or something, but no, it's the doll. So let's take a look at this one. This is Supersize Barbie from the late 70s, mid to late 70s. I don't have an exact date on this, but I'm saying 76, 70, I mean 77 is my guess. Her hair, by the way, it's very, has a lot of flyaways. I really need to put something in it. So the minute I touch it, the static really flies the hair away. So here she is, for those who may have not seen her before. Let me get the hair out of her face. I need to get a barrette or something. And she is a true superstar in the face. You can, to me, this doll actually looks a lot like the small version. Now, she is in a dress, by the way, which somebody made, and I put her on put her in because I think I originally got her naked. But this dress will not stay up, as you can see. It keeps coming down. For those of you who make clothes, please always make straps for these things, because I don't know why you would not make straps for a dress like this, but this just won't stay up. So she is just topless most of the time, as you can see. Woohoo! So anyway, but this is Supersize Barbie. Here's the earrings that she has, if you can see those. They are, I can't quite tell what they are. I don't think those were those to me do not look like they would have been original. Um, I don't know what they are exactly. But anyway, she's got the blue eyeshadow that's famous for the original Superstar. This is like I believe an 18-inch doll. So quite large. Now I do like the sequins on this gown. It looks good on her in that regard if it would just stay up. And like I said, I can't get the hair to stay out of her face, so I need to just pull it back. But it's a really pretty doll, I think. So that's Supersize Barbie from 77. And here is another one. Now this one is hair. This is not, to me, this doesn't quite look like the same doll, although it could be. Here's what she looks like, and I have the box that I believe this one came from, so I do have the box. Her hair is not perfect. To me, it's definitely missing some on top here. You see where it's missing some plugs. She could really use someone who does rerooting or rooting. I don't know sure how to say that. Um, so, but she's still a nice doll. She's wearing a white long skirt from the set that this came with, I'm assuming. And you can see here what it looks like. And again, same size doll. It's got the necklace. Now let's see what earrings she has. No earrings. That's interesting. She has no earrings, and I thought this must not be the one that came out of the box then. I thought it was. Maybe it was that first one. She does have the necklace, that's why I thought that was the case, but anyway, that's kind of weird. I want to show you this other doll before I show you the last one today. Now this is a doll that some of you may recognize. I'm going to pull her hair back too so you can see her face. Oops, here's another flasher. This, I swear today. Now, this one is wearing a Barbie, Supersize Barbie outfit, or at least, but this is where if I pull these pants down, you can see it's like a bathing suit, this one. And then these pants seem to go with it, so looks good with it. So I believe these pants are Supersize Barbies. I'm not positive of that. Maybe somebody can tell me for sure. I'm trying to get them re-snapped here so they'll stay up. There we go. And as you see, the top of this doesn't really fit her well. I like this as a really pretty face on this doll. It's a little bit baby dollish, which I'm not into baby dolls. But as you see, the top does not fit on her shoulders. Are a lot narrower than the Barbie doll, so they don't stay up well. But anyway, the biggest thing with this doll, which I believe is a Tuesday Tailor doll, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. This doll, as you can see, currently has red hair, but if you look at the back, it's black or dark. Yeah, it looks black to me. What happens if you're not familiar is this doll's head, well, the head rotates, but that's not what I'm trying to do. The scalp rotates. The Indians would have loved this for scalping purposes. And, well, now it's not doing it. There it goes. I'm going the wrong way. We're having technical difficulties here. Let's get her hair back the way it's supposed to be. Well, you know, in the practice, this worked just fine. But anyway, the hair, if I could get it to turn right, I guess it's just not wanting to turn right today. Let me see if I can try it the other way. There we go. No, didn't work. Not sure what's wrong. But anyway, normally when you turn it and it decides to cooperate, then you end up with the black hair in the front, and she becomes a dark-haired doll. She also has really nice lashes. I don't know if you noticed that. Not that big piece there, but let me get that out of her face. The lashes on the doll, you can't see them very well, but anyway, they're there. Really pretty eye makeup, and the lashes look good on her. So that's Tuesday Tailor, I believe. I may be wrong. I'm quoting without the box, so I don't have a box for her. Then last but certainly not least, talking about boxes, I do have a box for this. Just got this on eBay about a week or two ago, and this is the famous, I'm going to show you the box, Supersize Christie. I guess I believe I got a really good deal on this, I'm told. $56 ended up being the winning bid that I got in at the last. It was a little bit of a bidding war, but hey, it didn't go very high. So I'm going to take her out so I can show you guys better what Christie looks like. And she has the outfit we were just looking at over here, but it's a silver one instead of white. And here's Christie, new in the box. She is a bit musty smelling, but other than that, she looks great. It's got some dirt on the stand there, I see. Oh, and look, now I didn't know this. She comes with a separate outfit here, which, at least the pants, or the skirt, whatever that is. Let's look at the box. There are some things on the back that you see that it comes with, including hair barrettes and things. And let me take a look at the box for a minute and see what it says. Christie, look at all the jewelry I can wear. There's some jewelry for you as well, Christie. My bracelet can be your crown. Well, isn't that cute? And here on the back it shows some of the different outfits available with what's in the box, I'm assuming. I'm going to have to do a little closer looking. But I'm probably going to keep her in the box, so I'm not really going to take it apart. But I did want to show you the new Supersize doll. I don't plan on getting any others now that I have Christie. I have 4 large dolls that you've just seen, and that's enough. But this is really nice, and I always loved the Christie dolls. So when this one was only $50 and then only went to $56, I believe was the final bid, boy, was I thrilled to get this. And such a great doll. So, okay, with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. And again, if you have any further questions or comments, please send them or write them below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thank you.